Hi guys, my name is Evie. What I have for you guys today is actually going to be the last tutorial for 2017, and it's going to be a zebra cake with yellow cake, chocolate cake, and for a frosting we're doing it with chocolate jello pudding and whipped cream. So stay tuned for the rest of the ingredients. So what I'm going to use is the Pillsbury chocolate, the super moist. I'm going to follow the instructions in the back, and what it says is a cup of water. I have that for both of my cakes, but this one has half a cup of oil, which I have here, and 3 eggs. I'm using this to spray my pan. It's a non-stick. Now for the yellow super moist, it's going to be 1/3 cup of butter, which is what I have. I'm going to soften it up a little in the microwave, the 1 cup of water, and the 3 eggs. I'm going to use my stand mixer for my yellow one, and I'm going to use this stainless steel one for my chocolate. Then, like I've mentioned before, for the frosting, we'll be doing the chocolate instant jello and the whipped cream. Okay guys, so while you are making your cakes in your different containers or bowls, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Okay, so at least you already emptied out the contents in here except for the water. I'm going to do the same thing for the chocolate. I'm actually going to put my water in right away. Sorry I'm messy guys, but my little fairy back there, easy the clean up. There we go, half cup of oil. This has a lot of oil in it, but guys, guess what? It's actually really moist. So I'm just going to put this, I'm going to start off on slow. I'm going to start mixing it, then I'm going to put it on high until it's completely smooth. And then we'll switch off the bowls and put the other one in. We're going to mute this and put this on fast speed for you guys. Now we're just going to rinse this off because we need it for a yellow cake. But this is what it looks like. Okay guys, on the yellow bowl we have the cake mix and the butter. We're going to add our water. I use cold water. My eggs have been out of the fridge for 20 minutes, not long. I can still feel that they're cold. They always say baking is better when the eggs are room temperature. I put them both ways. I'm getting rid of this. Oh, I already added my water. And now we're going to add our mixer back in. And here we go. Same difference. Now that your batter is all well mixed, we're going to start forming our zebra cake, which is really simple. You'll see. So this is my pan. It looks terrible on the inside, but this is what we're going to use. Make sure it's dry. Just rinse mine. Then spray it with, I use canola. If you have butter flavor or any flavor that you have, except for olive oil, it's good to use. If you have butter, even better. Make sure you're generous. You don't want your cake sticking to this. You don't need it to be extra greasy, but you do need it to be coated. So now, we're moving to the table. Okay guys, it's easier if you have 2 ladles, but I only have 1, so I'm using 1 ladle and 1 big scoop. So what you want to do first, you want to take a big ladle of the chocolate, put it right down in the middle. That's all you got to do. 1. You're going to do the same thing with the yellow, right in the middle of the black, of the chocolate. Don't worry about spreading it, it's doing it on its own. And you're gonna keep doing the same right in the middle of the one you put before. Are you seeing what's happening here, guys? You're gonna do this throughout the whole batter for both cakes. It gets a little messy, but when you got clean up fairies, it's a lot easier. Right, Lucy?
When you go what?
Little cleanup fairies.
Gabi.
Really? It should be Gabi. She's gonna eat most of this cake anyways. But yes, guys, this is what this cake is gonna look like. Zebra cake. Try to be neater than me and get it right in the middle. I should have just used both spoons and it was the same shape, right? But you guys get the gist of it, guys. This is how we're gonna do this whole batter, okay? Okay, guys, I only have a little bit left in here. It's about the measurement of my scoop thingy. So I'm just gonna add it on here. Make sure you get it in the middle, guys. That's the point of the zebra cake, where you can see both. And that's gonna be it for this one. Okay, then I'm gonna do the same thing for this. I ended up with more yellow batter than the chocolate batter, but because the batter, the ladle holds more. But the rest, you know what you do, you put it just right in the middle, guys. The thickness of the batter just keeps spreading on its own. And this is not, excuse me, and this is not for a 13-inch by not a 9 by 13 pan. I have a half sheet here because remember I used 2 boxes of cake, so yeah. Then what you want to do, you want to scooch it a little bit to the side because my thing seems to be uneven. So that's what it looks like, and it'll look totally different. You have to smack it. I don't know if you can see, but it has little air bubble holes. That's why I have to smack it down. And what I like to do is, just to give it a little design on top, I just like to swirl it on top like this, back and forth. And then up and down. It just gives you pretty little designs. So. And now our oven says it's already 350. So yeah, this is what it looks like. It just looks really pretty, and now we're gonna cook it off for 35 minutes and we'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay guys, so your cake is in the oven for 35 minutes. I'm gonna do the frosting. So it calls for 3 cups of milk. I'm just gonna use 2.5. I need it to be a little thicker. I'm using 2%. You can use milk of your choice. 2.5. I'm going to empty out my contents here. Again, bring it down, secure it. I'm going to start on low, then go higher so I don't get a mess. We're going to whisk this on a medium high. I am on number 4, so I'm going to keep it here for 2 minutes. Take out our mixer. And then what we're going to do is we're going to wait 5 minutes, and then we're going to fold in the whole tub of whipped cream into our chocolate pudding. Okay guys, so it's been 5 minutes since my chocolate pudding is done, so it's nice and set. I checked it with a fork. Now what we're going to do is we're going to empty out the whole tub of whipped cream, but you are not going to use your stand mixer for it. I'm just going to pull it out and you're going to fold this in because you do not want to mess up your pudding. And you do not want to deflate your whipped cream. So what I'm doing is, I don't know if Lisi's focused. Of course not. Lisi, are you focused? Guess why, guys?
Yes, I am focused.
You are? And besides the whipped cream container?
Yeah, I got you on camera, don't worry.
Okay. So guys, this is the best way to make homemade frosting, but not homemade, you know what I mean? It's much better, silkier, wow. Really smooth and way better than the canned stuff where you can feel the grain of the sugar.
Don't like
this
that.
one, yeah, we don't like that. So this is your best bet. It's nice, it's smooth. It's not as dark. Well, who needs it to be if it tastes so good, right? Yes, guys, so this is what it's looking like. It's gonna be like the color of coffee, or even the color of the, you know, the Whopper candies, the malt. Isn't that like the color of it at least?
Yep.
So yes, guys, this is how you make this whipped cream or this frosting. And it's gonna be enough for that whole big cake. We will show you once the cake is done and it cools off. And I'm not a professional froster, so I'm just gonna plop it on there basically, okay guys? So we will show you once the cake is done and we start to add our frosting. Don't forget to try this frosting, it's amazing. Okay guys, once you've incorporated really well your whipped cream to your chocolate pudding, put saran wrap in it. And my cake still has 15 minutes to go, so just gonna keep this in the fridge for the next 15 minutes. Well, it has to be more because our cake has to be completely cool off, but just put it away in your fridge until you get ready to frost it. Okay guys, cake is done. It was there for 35 minutes. Put my knife through it. It's nice and clean. I have a rack under it, so I'm just gonna let it cool off for about an hour, and then we'll come back to put a little bit of frosting on it. But I just wanted you guys to see how pretty it looks. Look at like the little design on it. Very pretty. Guys, our cake has cooled off. And so here's our frosting that we made with the pudding and with the whipped cream. And what I'm gonna do is give it a quick mix really quick. And then I'm just gonna pour it onto the cake. I'm pouring the whole thing. Remember, this is a half sheet. It's not a 9 by 13. It's a half sheet, so it's really big. It might not look big on camera, it's big. So I'm emptying out the whole thing. I'll make sure it's completely mixed in really well. Then what you want to do is take it all the way to the end. You know what this cake tastes like? It tastes exactly like chocolate ice cream. It's going to be a thick layer of frosting, but it's not the same kind of frosting from a can. It's not going to feel grainy, and it's going to be nice and soft. So yes, this is why we're doing a really thick layer. I like to do it all the way to the edges, guys. Okay. Just scrape off as much as you can. There you go. Then I just like to go back and forth on it like this, and that's it. If you have piping skills, if you guys have piping skills, do that. Pipe a nice design on it or something. But this is as far as I go. So this is it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and grab a piece of cake and show you what it looks like on the inside. Okay, so I got my cake cutter. I'm going to cut it from here all the way across. And I'm just going to cut out a big piece right here. Remember, the first piece is always the hardest to grab out of here, so try my best. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And, well, you can't really tell too much, but this is what it looks like, and this is how much frosting it has. And this cake tastes delicious. Guys, you really need to make this frosting because it's so easy and so much better than the canned one. You cannot feel the grain of sugar like you can with the ones that come in a can. Okay guys, so like I said, this is what it looks like. Really soft, really moist. Deliciousness. Let me feed the camera girl behind me.
The whipped cream is good.
It's delicious, guys. You guys gotta try this recipe, even if it's just for home. And if you want to do like the 9 by 13, all you gotta do is use half of the mix of the yellow cake and half of the chocolate cake. Gabriela is
It's so
wanting.
soft.
There you go. It's delicious, guys. See how it looks on the inside? So please try it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. And this is the last tutorial for 2017. So we're getting close to the New Year's, guys. I just want to thank you guys so much for being such great subbies. I love the interaction that I have with you guys. I feel like I've gotten to know you. You've gotten to know me a little better. You guys have been amazing. Always beautiful, positive comments. I just love you guys. I have learned to love you guys so much. And I am so grateful and I thank you. So, Happy New Year, guys. Cheers. Take care and God bless. Bye.